Yeah, hello everybody. Thanks for joining me today. This is Patel Vlogs on YouTube. I've just arrived here today, here in London. We're having a kind of a school, a new school reopening. You know, my college, we purchased another branch. So today is the grand opening of that branch. So I want to thank you very much for joining on this occasion. So stay with me while you witness the opening ground ceremony of this new school. It's the London College of Business Studies here in London. Okay, so it's a pleasure, guys. I want to welcome you. Welcome on board, guys. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier on, so this is the actual place. It's the college here. Okay, and here in Ilford is the pleasure of the grand opening. Pleasures.
Coffee machine.
Yeah, very lovely. Massive. I didn't realize, you know. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's the eatery, yeah. Okay. Wow. So this is the hall. That's the classes. Okay. That's very good. Pleasure. All right. Yeah, I got my vlogging.
Selfie,
yeah. Vlogging away. Okay.
Yeah, today we got perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So here we are. Okay. So this is the eating place with people making sure that things are getting ready to be eaten. Okay. So this is the grand opening here. And here, London College of Business, inauguration of the IT suite by the Honorable Lord Patel. So stay on board, guys, as we open up this new branch of the college. Okay, it's a pleasure. Stay around, watch to the end as we participate together on this occasion. You're welcome, okay? So this is the grand opening entrance, as you can see.
Yes.
It's good. All right. That's British value there.
We're going to go from that side.
Yeah, do we go inside and check what's working?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can go in. So let's go and see what's in there in the meantime, yeah? So this is like reception. Reception, okay? Yeah, good size, yeah, good size.
Lucky's here. Lucky and Lord Patel.
Okay. Wow.
How are you, Baba? Good?
I left it there, but I left it there so in case it's
Security?
I'm going to use the best. If you do.
Yeah, computer?
No, I'm going to use the
Oh,
best.
the best place, yeah?
I think you use the best.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that already. Yeah. I've seen this already. Let me see what's here. Okay, this is the computer lab. Okay. So here we have the computer lab. How many people can stay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 students. Okay, not too bad. So, folks, so welcome. If you're just joining, my name is Patel Vlogs on YouTube, and I just want to thank you very much for your time. So joining me here in our college, London College of Business Studies, just opening the annex. So it's been a pleasure. So welcome on board, guys. So it's the grand opening, and you're going to be a party to the opening. So welcome. Yeah. So this is Ilford, part of London. I meet. Hello there. Okay, how you doing? Okay. Yeah.
It's good to see the computers and all the latest ability.
So this is the grand opening, cutting of the ribbon. Grand opening. Lord Patel.
Doing your hard work.
What you see here is the ladies, all the staff of the college with the hotel, you know, the grand opening.
All the things.
That's the word, tea.
We're open.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, everybody. Yeah, good. All right, so this is the team. Just completed some photo shoots. With pleasure. So here you have the head activity, you know, by the person of Assad.
You're recording a video?
Yeah, recording the video.
Okay.
Yeah. Joseph, have you seen you eat some food? Is she shy? Oh my God, she's shy. Oh. That's one of the admin staff, widget. She's shy of pictures or your video. Yeah, let's go forward, isn't it? Good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, foreign guests, faculty, students, and our special guest of honor, our esteemed guest of honor, Lord Patel of Bradford, please give a round. So, some of you may know my name is Matthew Singh, and I'm the special advisor, or rather strategic advisor to the London School of Business schools on their UK partnerships and a chapter that binds on our commitment to accessibility, high quality education, and to nurturing the aspirations of students from all walks of life. And we are pleased to have lots of students here today. We are especially honoured to be joined by a truly inspirational figure, Lord Patel of Bradford, a man whose career has spanned the corridors of government, the front lines of healthcare, leadership, sporting institutions, and the heart of academia. As some of you may know, he is also the dual Chancellor of the University of Southampton, who is the first UK university to set up a branch campus in India. Lord Patel's name is synonymous with integrity, compassion, and a lifelong commitment to equality and social justice. That is why it gives me immense pleasure to announce the official opening of LCBS's IT suite, which from today will bear the name the Lord Patel of OBE IT Suite. Additionally, in honour of Lord Patel's extraordinary legacy, we are also proud to launch 3 new scholarships, 2 diploma scholarships to support students from underrepresented backgrounds, and the prestigious Lord Patel Global Scholarship, a fully funded degree program, an opportunity for an outstanding student from anywhere in the world to come and study here at this campus. Before we move on to Lord Patel's keynote address and Q&A, I want to express my deep thanks to Lord Patel for all his support and for your presence here today. Your work continues to inspire us all. Today's event, in a small way, is to say thank you to all the work you do. I'm going to now hand over to Zubair Ahmed, the founder and director of LCBS, to say a few words, and then we'll move on to the Q&A. Zubair.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real honor to be here with such distinguished guests and all of you, especially Lord Patel. And if I just think about how it started from very humble beginning to this stage today, I really feel honored. And I thank all my team to make this happen. We have loads of students who are satisfied from our services. They are part of our activities, what we do. And luckily, he said everything which I wanted to say. So he left nothing for me to say. But I would say again, we are really honored for all of you to come here and encourage us. And I'm sure like your support will be with us in future as well. And we will continue to get better and better in culture. And like we will be offering our services to more students. And this will be a defining moment in our college history. Thank you very much.
Well, firstly, I've got to apologise to Zubair because I took the words, but I'm glad, whilst I may have said them, but without him even saying so many words, you can see the passion that he has and what he possesses to champion and support his institution in this diverse community that we live in today. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to the man himself, Lord Patel, to hear some words from you, Lord Patel.
It was strange just going in that room and seeing my name on the plaque. I've got a few plaques around the country. The most unusual one, I was doing a piece of work for government on prison drug treatment, and I went to a Category A prison in Wakefield, which was Category A, so people were there for a long time. Sex offenders, drug users, drug dealers, and I don't know if you've been to a Victorian prison, but they've got an atrium, and it's a circle where everybody looks. And I opened the new drug wing, and I said some words on behalf of government, thought everything's fine, it just said drug wing, and I put it down, and there's my name. And I'm thinking, right in the middle of the prison. So probably it's quite different and nice. Look, sort of going through my head. So look, wonderful to be here, wonderful to see some old friends. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you to celebrate this very special occasion. At the grand opening, as Lord said, of the new LCBS campus here in Ilford, the inauguration of a facility that humbly bears my name. Let me begin by recognising the remarkable team behind this milestone. Mr. Zubair Ahmed, nice to see you again. Mr. Ian Harris, and of course, a dear friend and colleague, like they say. Thank you for your vision and leadership. And I'd particularly like to extend a warm welcome and greetings to our colleagues from Redbridge Council, including a fellow cricketer who actually now the leader. The last time we met with our friend was in Vatican City with the previous Bulls team. So that was really nice. I'd also like to extend greetings to all the students, most importantly, your family, your friends, staff who make this all happen, and all the supporters joining us tonight. Let me just begin by providing a little bit of background on my personal journey. And I often say that my story is not that remarkable. It's just one version of a journey that many of us from migrant, working class or underrepresented communities have had to make. But if it speaks to anything, it speaks to resilience, to opportunity, and to the transformative power of education. I was born in Kenya, the youngest in my family, and arrived in the UK as a one-year-old baby, where my family were forced to flee due to political unrest, a story that continues to happen to this day. In 1961, we settled in Bradford. At the time when racism and poverty were not just part of the backdrop, they were the defining context. We had very little. I didn't attend a proper school until I was 7. And you think, why? Because you were there since you were one. Because every morning a bus would come and go around all around Bradford and pick up all the migrant children and take us to an immigration centre where we used to sit there and do very little actually. So I didn't learn to read and write until I was probably 8, 9 years old. I certainly wasn't a gifted student, not by any stretch. The only thing I was really good at, and I hope my friend confirms it, is, if I'm honest, I was reasonably good at cricket. And like many young boys from my background, I dreamt of being a professional cricketer. But even that dream at the time felt out of reach. I did manage to leave school eventually with a few A levels, enough to go to university, but it wasn't an option. My family needed me to work. So I did what many of you might recognise. I use a good old phrase, Yorkshire phrase called, I grafted. I swept floors in restaurants, I waited on tables, I worked at a betting shop, I sold life insurance, I sold cars, I did a stint in accountancy, I even joined the ambulance service and the police force for a while. Eventually, after all these jobs, I found my calling. I became a social worker, and I did go to university later on in life. And it was in that role, supporting people on the margins of society, those struggling with mental health, substance misuse, homelessness, that I truly discovered what I was meant to do in life. I just didn't want to help people. I wanted to change the systems that failed them in the first place. That work eventually led me into academia, where I became a researcher and later a professor. I was fortunate enough to set up one of the country's largest university research centres that was called Communities, Rights and Inclusion. I employed over 130 people there, money that I raised by myself. I was lucky, I've written over 200 publications and government reports. I chaired many national bodies, reformed drug policy in prisons, led on a 5-year government strategy on mental health, and I eventually was appointed to the House of Lords way back in 2006. But that's not the whole story, because at every stage, from the restaurant floors to the red benches of Parliament, what carried me forward was the belief that where you start, especially to the young people here today, you might be juggling jobs, caring for family members, figuring out how to pay your tuition fees. You might feel unsure of your place or your potential. But trust me when I say you are enough, you belong in these rooms, in these discussions, in the future we're building together. And to those of you who teach, mentor and guide, I'm here today because people like you didn't give up on me. Because someone believed in a boy from Bradford who didn't know what he wanted or could be, but who knew what it felt like to be overlooked. That is also what makes today so meaningful. The new Ilford campus is more than bricks and mortar. It's a bold statement that world-class education belongs in every community. It's a place where aspirations are cultivated, where young people from all backgrounds can thrive. The IT suite we're inaugurating today is about preparing students, not just for today's job market, but for the future. A future defined by digital fluency, by innovation, and above all by inclusive progress. I'm truly honoured to have my name associated with it. And I'm deeply moved by the announcement of the Lord Patel scholarships. To offer 2 scholarships annually for students from underserved backgrounds across the UK, and a global scholarship for 1 international student each year. This is not just generosity. I believe it's justice in action. And I think the council should be really proud of what's being offered here. Scholarships like these remind us that financial hardship should never be a barrier to ambition. Education is not just a personal good, it's a societal one. It uplifts families, it empowers communities, and it transforms nations. To the students here today, I want to say this. Never let anyone define your worth by your postcode, by your accent, or by your past, or by your bank balance. What matters is your passion, your perseverance, and your values. And to the staff and faculty, thank you for your dedication. You are not just delivering education, you are shaping futures. Believe me, when a student walks through these doors with uncertainty and leaves with confidence, you have changed the world for that person. We are living in a time of huge disruption, politically, socially, and technologically. AI is transforming the workplace. We spoke earlier about it. Remarkably, climate change is shaping global priorities. Inequality, if left unchecked, will define this generation. But here's the good news. You are the generation that can challenge the status quo. You are the generation that can lead with purpose, not just profit. To Zabir, Ian, Latvia, the Council, and to the entire LCBS community, thank you for all you're doing to bring us to this moment. And to the students, this IT suite bears my name, but it belongs to you. I hope it inspires ambition, I hope it inspires excellence, and above all, belief in yourselves. I know behind the scenes how much effort has gone into making today a reality, from a strategic vision to a seamless execution. I want to pay a small, and quite a big thanks to Latvia for the immense role he's played in shaping this journey with such dedication and grace. Thank you. And I look forward to talking to you.
I'm sure you'll always agree that was truly remarkable. And as Lord Patel mentions, we've had the privilege of being with Lord Patel now for perhaps over a decade through Lord Patel's role as chair of the India Business Group. We've spent many times in Parliament in London and India, in Dubai, but often we never really get to hear the journey when they're engaging with the audience and the end user, the students. So Lord Patel, thank you so much for that. I'd now like to request the leader of Redbridge, Count Ryan, to come along and share his thoughts on today and his journey with Lord Patel joined the cricket in the Vatican City.
Thank you, Latvia, and thank you to Bea for inviting me today. And it's a wonderful one to speak here today. I've heard Lord Patel's story before, but it's still a good one to hear again because it's a journey, I think, that chimes with many people went through, myself, our borough as well. It's a story that I think many people have got different iterations of, but it's one that everyone understands and knows, and understands and has heard from other people as well. It's wonderful to see so many people here today. I was always looking forward to work with other institutions within our borough around education, and I was honoured again to be invited today to speak. It's also great to see Lord Patel here again. It's true, he is a good cricketer, far better than I am, and I think we'll make sure we have an annual charity match from the councillors for the mayor. So anybody cricketers here, obviously yourself, Lord Patel, we will try our best to invite you to get involved. Trust me, you'll still be good enough for our team. But really, what we heard today was about scholarship, first of all, and while I'm really grateful to the college for offering it, it's in no small part, I'm sure, down to the fact that you backed today and you backed the college, that we have these scholarships and they remain forever. So it's wonderful to see that and see your name in Redbridge. Whether you're here or not, it's here anyway. So we are very lucky to have you here and to have a Lord to back a college in Redbridge. And it's great to have this new facility, new campus in the heart of Ilford. For me, it's a borough with 300,000 people that we represent as councillors. And we are trying to attract, and we know we're attracting families from all over London and from all over the country to come live here, and partly that's down to the education that's on offer. And this college will be an additional piece of that jigsaw to show people that there's education on their doorstep and further education on their doorstep as well. And this institute will be no different, I think, to what we've got in the borough. We've attracted Queen Mary College in the last few years. We've got Montrose College in the borough as well, and providing degree education. So people are now finding that right on their doorsteps. And these facilities are not going to just benefit our students and our residents, but I think students from across London. It will help increase our own local economy and boost economic growth and output within Redbridge. I look forward to seeing the students. I think that this is a borough of opportunity, and I know that I see that through parents, I see that through students, I see that through educators. Everybody wants to get on, everybody wants to see the education as a route out of their lives, or out of improving their lives to improve their lives, and I think this is going to be another benefit of Redbridge. I'm really pleased that you guys have chosen to be here, and we're happy to see that journey and see how that journey proceeds. And I can't wait to see the accountants and business people who started journeys here, and look forward to hearing about their stories about where they end up in the years to come. So I wish you the best of luck, and look forward to seeing your journey.
Thank you. Karen, thank you so much for those wonderful words. Reassuring words, particularly for the institution, because I think, as we all know, these types of investments do take some courage. And once again, I'd like to commend Zubair and his family, his team, to take the courage, to take that one step further, to ensure that they can make a real impact to the development of and the future of education in the heart of Ilford. Now, I'd like to pass on to our principal at LCBS, who is a very deep academic. He's been in academia for many, many years. He's very well respected in the academic field, and LCBS is very privileged to have Ian Harris as the principal, and I look forward to hearing from him. And I'm also going to allow, or rather request, you to do the final closing remarks so I can stay seated. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Firstly, I'd like to extend my thanks to Lord Patel for making the time to come down to be with us today, for honouring us with your presence, and for giving us an inspiring address. And I think that really comes to the heart of, for me, what education is about. It is that opportunity to unlock doors for all sorts of people that really makes their world different going forward. Not just their world, but everybody's world, because the impact that they have moves on beyond that. So thank you very much for being here today, your commitment to the college, to education across the world, and we look forward to working with you going forward. As you've seen today, the facilities we've opened are state of the art. We've got those IT suite, which will be what education is about going forward. The days of paper and pen, or slate, I'm not quite that old for that thing, but they've gone, and it is now about the world going forward. And IT is the way forward. Whatever world you're in, whether you're in business, whether you're in cyber security, whether you're in social health and social care, whether you're in construction, they all need to work with those. So the opportunity there for our students, but also for the community as a whole. And we look forward to welcoming people from the wider community around Redbridge to use the facilities, as well as those that are enrolled on longer courses. So it does give me great pleasure as the principal of the college just to welcome you all here today, and thank you for coming along. So distinguished guests, our council representatives, our trustees of the college, but also my colleagues at the college and other pillars of our community. It really is about, education is about a much bigger part than one little thing, one little college, and there's lots of cogs in that wheel that actually make it all work. So thank you very much for coming along. So just a little bit on my journey, not much, you'll be pleased to know. But I took on the role of principal only in September 2024. College has actually been around for 20-ish years, so I'm very new to being in the role here. Previously, I have worked in university. I spent nearly 30 years on a university down on the south coast, working through from a lecturer to director of school to head of quality to academic registrar across the university, so have got quite a lot of experience. My first contact with the college was a couple of years ago. Having left the university, I was doing other things, and it was to actually take the opportunity to support, as a consultant, the college find its first university partnership, which we developed with Kingston University. So we're now running a BSc Honours in Business Management for our students, awarded by Kingston University. And we start with the foundation year, because that's another part of my commitment, is that actually a lot of students that go to universities, and we see many of them have done well in their A-levels and been successful, and it's just a natural journey. But there's so many other people that can benefit from that education. And it was inspiring to hear your journey yourself, Lord Patel, about where that came and how that developed. And we look to give the opportunity to students of the future, and many of our students are mature students. They are coming back into education after a time out. So it's good to be able to be part of that. Also, the college was recognised in 2023 by the Office for Students, the regulatory body for England for higher education, that we provide a high quality education. So we're now a recognised provider, registered provider with the OFS, to be able to take us forward on that journey. So it was a number of those sorts of things that meant I'd actually moved from being it was an opportunity to do some consultancy work, to actually being able to commit to being part of the college, part of the college community, part of the borough's community, hopefully going forward in a bigger way as we move forward. And being here today is another concrete step, I say that both physically and metaphorically, on our journey that the college has embarked on in terms of growth and development, to add to the 10,000 plus students that we've graduated on various courses and diplomas over the years. And this is just another opportunity. But I think one of the key things that stands out for me in terms of this college is its commitment to promoting equality. The recognition of the value of positive diversity. We're aiming to ensure we meet all sector benchmarks for all those students that we take on, enabling them to grow. We're looking to develop the college, to diversify, and we're looking to ensure that stable financial base, developing partly through the commitment and making that jump into things of this sort, through what is a turbulent time for the economy, and particularly for education at the moment, I think. So, certainly an opportunity for us, and I think these missions are fundamental to me, who I am, and what I see the future being. So getting to today, and shortly saying thank you to Lord Patel for coming along today. This is just building another step, meeting the mission of the college, and giving us that opportunity to develop more learning facilities that will help us support students to achieve the qualifications they want and move into the career aspirations that they have. We all have aspirations, and we just need somebody to give us a little help and a little push on the way. And I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank my senior management team, Zubair, Assad as well, who are here, for all they've done on the journey to develop the students, to develop the college, and to develop this site. But also to go a little bit further to say thank you to the fantastic staff we have at the college. You're continually providing expert teaching, expert support for students that do find education difficult, that are coming into something that's not a world they're familiar with, not a world their families experience, and we're here to provide them with that opportunity and provide them with that support. So thank you for everything you do. And these facilities are just another step forward to provide our students with the excellence and the facilities they need to meet those aspirations. I'm not going to mention all the staff, but thank you to all of you for all you do, for me, for the senior management team, but most importantly, for our students. Because education is about the students, and that is fundamentally what I think we need to remember. So, finally from me, as we develop the college further, I just wanted to highlight that we're now more than a business college. The name, the London College of Business Studies, but we're already offering courses in business and in leadership and management and in construction and in cyber security and in computing and in health and social care. And all those areas we want to develop, and I'm sure going forward in time there will be more. So finally, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. For those in our wider community that believe in us and support us and have supported us going forward, wishing us well in the further development. This facility is at the heart of Ilford, and we will be here for years to come. Thank you to all you have done to support us in the past, and I'm sure you will do in the future. So just before I do stop talking, I would like to say a huge thank you to Lord Patel for being with us tonight, for the support you provided, for the commitment and the development that this gives us an opportunity. And please, thank you all for being here. And as we said, I will finish by saying thank you. Please do take the opportunity to eat, to drink, to meet friends, old and new, network, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much. I'll have to get back off my seat. I believe that Lord Patel has brought a gift for Zubair, and I'd like from the stage, Zubairji, first person. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just a little bit.
Now you can go and have a part two. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. All right, gentlemen, the show is over, and I'm going to close the location here. I want to thank you very much for joining. If you're just joining, my name is Patel Vlogs on YouTube. Thank you for this session, and I'll close now and see you in the next one. Tara, bye now.